It might look like I'm visiting a dairy farm, but I'm actually within the Green Bay city limit. My friends Scott and Sherry are the proud owners of these beauties, and they're going to share their experience of turning their backyard into a cow paradise. Scott, tell me how this new urban farm fits into your community here on the edge of Green Bay.
The land here has never been developed. This used to be a Dietrich farm and had never been turned into anything other than farmland, so we just returned it to that. And that was part of my argument to the city, is it has no other purpose. There's nothing else to do with the land. So return it to farmland, its original use. The process took us about 2 years. It started out by filling out one form, then another, conditional use permits, variances. But once we figured out everything we needed to do the job, it went rather well. Just took a long time, and the city was actually very good to work with.
We have Percy here, who is a Scottish Highland and more of the docile of the two here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we have Luna here, who is
Angus Holstein.
Angus Holstein. Hello, Luna. How are you?
Angus
Hello.
for the meat quality, Holstein to try and make them calm.
Oh, I see.
So the two breeds give a fairly calm animal.
Well, hello, Karen. How are you? Karen is the calf of Luna.
Yes.
Okay. Karen is about how old?
6 months.
6 months.
And she's in this pen because we're weaning her.
Right. Okay. Wow.
She is Angus Holstein Hereford.
Very good. Wow, that's quite a pedigree. Beautiful white eyelashes on her too. It's really pretty. Hello. Oh no, I'm nothing. You can't chew on my hand. I'm looking at a beautiful fence that you've got constructed here. A lot of material, and it's laid out really nicely. What was that process like?
We had to get permits with the city to define the construction of the fence. I used this to the front of the property to give it an aesthetics of a farm in the city. It's very safe. The animals are never going to get out of it. There's no electricity on it. So people come visit us. As you can see, everybody feeds the animals.
Right.
And it was just, this was a good option for us. But I did have to get special permits from the city to do it.
And then how much time did this take to make?
A summer. I started early spring and ended in late fall in order to build the entire facility.
The byproduct of all the lovely treats that you're feeding the cows
The manure.
is obviously the manure. Talk to me about handling all of that and what the upside might be.
Handling it, there's really nothing to do. We've got plants for 5 animals here, and that's 1 animal per acre. It's unnoticeable. It's fertilizer. So they're just returning what they eat. There's really nothing. You can tell it doesn't smell like manure. It won't. There's just not enough to make a difference.
That's cool.
It's not like a regular farm where you're pushing an animal with feed, trying
sure.
to grow them as fast as you can. This is completely different. We give them a little bit of grain just to put some weight on them. But otherwise they just graze. So it's not pushing the animal, they're just growing at their own pace.
So that's great. Do you have any neighbors who are interested in getting the manure for compost?
They ask, but it's not feasible.
Okay.
It's so spread out, we have a hard time finding it.
When Scott first mentioned it, I did think, oh, what are we doing? We live in the city, can we do this? But I also grew up with animals my whole life. We grew up on a hobby farm on the far east side of Green Bay, my family and I. And so I was used to the cattle being around. We had pigs, rabbits, chickens. So a little apprehensive, but at the end of the day, it ended up being a great adventure. You can see over my left shoulder, we have a 400-gallon water supply. That is actually overflow coming from the pond we have in our backyard. So we are taking what we currently have on our land and repurposing it Instead of just letting it run into the field and down into the back creek, it is now being used for the cattle.
Does having, actual livestock here on your property bring back good memories from growing up on a farm?
Yes, although it's completely different. I shouldn't say that. On my grandparents' farms, there was 5-10 acres that were fenced as pasture, so the animals did graze every day. It's not like most of the farms today, where they're concentrated and fed indoors. So my grandparents' farms were similar.
Okay. You've got a great cow paradise here. To me, it seems like just the most idyllic spot to have some livestock, and they seem to be enjoying it very much. What are your plans for the future, though?
Our plans for the future are to probably always keep one head of beef cattle here, but to convert to mainly Highlands. We like the breed, they're docile. So we'll probably end up, we can have 5 animals here, so we'll probably end up with 4 Highlands and one beef cattle.
Okay, well, that's a good plan. Very nice. Any other plans for other animals, like farmland animals, like goats or chickens?
Everybody asks us that question. Not at this point.
Sure.
Chickens here would be a tough sell. We have a lot of hawks, eagles, so that'd be pretty tough to have chickens here.
I agree. Very thoughtful. It sounds like you have put a lot of thought into this lovely spot, and it's paid off. It's a great spot. So thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
Well, what's an urban farm without a little kayaking on the pond? This is awesome. Look at me go.